Looking for future leaders we can trust and believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Idaho. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It begins by making their grades and being on time for practice. It includes learning to listen, following directions, accepting responsibility, being a good role model. And it's about respect for officials, opponents, the rules, and each other. The result? It transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. High school sports. There's so much more than just a game. This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
I am Kevin, and I'm from Idaho Falls. It's important for the disabled to be vaccinated because of COVID. I chose to be vaccinated because I didn't want to be sick or in the hospital. Getting the vaccination, my experience was painless and worth it. It was a very wise choice.
Dear Freedom, here's to more miles driven, more dollars saved, and more electrified vehicles than any other brand. Yours, Toyota Hybrids. Toyota, let's go places.
As Idahoans, we're not afraid to take risks.
All the way, all the way. Go. All the way down, all the way down.
Driving under the influence is not a risk we're willing to take. Be around to do more of what you love.
Folks, I've got good news and bad news. Bad news? You just took that selfie with poison ivy. Good news? Someone gets to use their coverage from Your Health Idaho. Quality coverage for as low as $0 a month.
Some days, I choose the most difficult trail. I test my limits.
Taking the hard path isn't always easy, but I know it's the right way.
When I get done with my ride and I look back at what I've just accomplished, I feel amazing.
It takes courage and determination to do hard things.
But you can do them.
Quitting tobacco and vaping is possible.
You decide when. We'll show you how. Learn more at projectfilter.org or call 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
Welcome to the Ryerson Family Backyard Games. There will be obstacles to face and challenges to overcome. Are you ready?
Good evening, everybody. Sorry, this game is going to kick off 5 minutes early. We thought maybe they would slow it down in the pregame, but that did not happen. So welcome into this GameStreams production of the state football tournament presented by the Idaho Transportation Department, Office of Highway Safety, as well as Ideal Idaho's College Savings Program. And we are about to get underway. Butte County is going to kick it away to the Valley Vikings here from Holt Arena. Here's the boot. It's going to go down and land at the 15 and roll into the end zone. So Valley will take over 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Obviously, if you have been following any sort of anything with us, high school football in Idaho, you know about Butte County and the troubles that they have faced this year. A couple of weeks ago at a game in Middleton, Dylan Waymeyer collapsed on the sideline. I was there for that game. We were broadcasting it. He fell down on the sideline. They ended up ending the game at that point, and just an unfortunate situation. He had a blood clot, and he's still in a rehab center, but Angie McAfee just told me he was able to eat on his own today, showed me a picture of him in the rehab center. He looks awesome. So, Dylan, I hope you're listening. Hello. We'll maybe bring up the story again since we started so early here. Valley, the first play from scrimmage, they throw downfield, and it's caught. A completed pass down the sideline, and the Vikings complete it. That's number 25 on the reception, Tegan Roseborough, who comes up with the catch, and the Vikings are now in a 2nd-and-1 situation here right off the bat.
That was just a great rollout by the quarterback, Josh Hardy. They decided to go with a left-handed play-action rollout, and it turned out great.
2nd down here for Valley. The Vikings back in the state playoffs after a couple of years away. They were 1-7 a couple years ago. Here's a keeper by Hardy. He gets to the 30-yard line, which he needed for the first down, but not much else. Valley was 1-7 last year. They were moved up to 2A for 2 seasons, and then last year was their first year back here at 1A Division I. So they were playing, with Wendell and Declo and teams like that in their conference. And we all know Declo is a dominant team. They're the number 1 seed in the 2A tournament. It's good to see Valley back, quote, where they belong here in 8-man football. They were a great team for many years, and it's good to see them back on the train again. Hardy brings the man in motion across. They'll hand it off on the sweep, getting it up inside. That time is Pedro Robles, and he picks up maybe a yard.
Yeah, that time they were going to try a sweep to the left side. Like you said, the man came in motion, and the offensive line tried to create a little bit more space outside, but didn't create that much and only picked up about a yard or two.
So earlier today, Murtaugh went up to Logos in Moscow and lost, so the Red Devils are out. Here's a run up the middle, a couple of yards picked up right up here on the near hash. Valley is moving from right to left. Sorry, we came in so hot to that. They started this game 5 minutes early. They go right up the right hash. Again, the ball carrier, Arian Damian, picks up a couple. It's going to be 3rd and 8.
Yeah, I think they just weren't expecting the last game, the Highland game, to end so early.
It did. It went super fast, and now we're ready to go for Butte County and Valley. Valley in the blue helmets, white jerseys, white pants. Butte County in the all blacks. Here's the run out to the right side by Hardy, and he'll throw it. It's caught at the 45 and dropped. Good defensive play there by the Pirates. Number 3, Keaton Archibald knocked it away. Keto, as they call him, gets the knockaway, and Archibald is a sophomore, and he's actually the new quarterback here for Butte County. They've had some position changes. We'll get to that as the Pirates take over on offense here soon.
Yeah, I mean, great play design there for the Vikings. Just could not hold on to the ball. I mean, he got behind the linebackers, and he even outran the corner.
I thought he caught it at the 45 initially, but Archibald got a hand in there and knocked it away. So Valley not showing punt right now. They're going to come out and go for this thing on 4th down. They go across the middle. It's incomplete. And they were intending that pass for Pedro Robles. It's a little bit behind him. It falls incomplete. Honestly, I like the call because Butte County is going to score. This is an offensive juggernaut in Butte County. They are the only – I saw Kendrick play 3 times. We saw what Kendrick did. They won 90-0 today. I've seen Kendrick a couple of times today. The only team that really gave them any sort of trouble was these Pirates from Butte County. The only team – and they still lost by multiple scores. But, man, Butte County gave them some problems. Archibald in at quarterback. He'll hand it off left side to Razor Duke. Duke was the quarterback for the first, I would say, 2/3 of the season. I saw him play quarterback for the Pirates a couple of times throughout the year in their Camas County game and then the game against Kendrick at Middleton. But they've done some shuffling around. Gamet has gone on to the line of scrimmage to play offensive line. This is a team that's very unselfish, and they're going to move bodies around. So 2nd down and 5 after the run by Razor Duke. Here's the pitch on the left side to Westergaard. Westergaard gets the edge. He's got the first down and not much else, a pickup of 6.
Yeah, and you were talking about that unselfishness. I mean, like you said, that guy, number 22, he switched over to running back from quarterback. That's not that's kind of a big ask, you know.
Yeah, and Razor, he is, so on the 8-man prepcast, they have an all-name team, all 8-man name team, and Razor is on that. He is on the all, I think they're looking for one more name on there, but he made it, and he's made the switch, and the offense has been gelling in this position. And there's Razor on the handoff up the middle on the left hash, and he picks up about 3 yards down to the 19-yard line.
You know, I can be honest with you, Logan. I have never watched an 8-man football game.
Oh, this is your
before.
first 8-man game,
This
huh?
is my first time.
Oh, man. It is so fast, and if you get the edge here, you are gone. Butte County and Camas County played a game a couple of months ago that I was at, and there were 4 touchdowns on 4 straight plays. Both teams went back to back to back to back. It was a fun game. Butte County ended up winning. Here's a handoff right side. Nowhere to run on this Valley defense inside there. Ball carrier that time, I believe, was Ross and Twitchell nothing doing there.
I feel like the 8-man creates a very interesting dynamic. I've noticed there are different numbers of offensive linemen every play. They can...
Yeah, they switch guys out a lot, and, I mean, Razor Duke was number 22, and he was the quarterback. The numbers aren't your traditional numbers. That's just the way it is for the squad. Here's a handoff. Westergaard cuts in. Westergaard still fighting for yards on 3rd and long, and he's not going to – well, let's see. I think he got there. He needed a 12-yard line, and I think they gave him the 11 first down for Westergaard. Because one of those guys, Braxton Gammett, he's one of the guys that moved onto the line. He played some running back during the year, but he's been playing more on the offensive linemen. They've had some injuries this year. Of course, we talked about Dylan Waymeyer is injured. A couple of other guys are out, and so this has caused the Pirates to move bodies around and find new positions for people.
Yeah, and so far on this drive, looks like it's been working.
Yeah, this is a well-oiled Butte County machine. Archibald under center. He's going to roll left and keep it himself, and he slips. The turf monster got him. He's still picked up about 2 yards down to the 9-yard line.
And it's always scary to see someone slip up on the turf. You never know what can happen inside the knee.
Yeah, it's like when they go down. It was a funky way he went down, but good to see him pop right back up. And a very good crowd for both these teams. I think this is probably about the midpoint for each team. Of course, Hazelton, the home of the Valley Vikings, and Arco, the home of the Butte County Pirates. Razor Duke goes up the middle here, still on his feet, still rumbling forward down to the 2-yard line. I think he's got a first down. If he doesn't, it's going to be 3rd and inches.
Man, they're right in that area where they still can get a first down somehow, even though they're on the 3-yard line.
They can. So, yeah, this one looks like it's at the 2, and they need the 1 for a first down.
It's a very rare situation.
I always say getting a first down at the 11-yard line is like the worst spot because it's really 1st and 11. It's not 1st and 10. Coming back out here is Archibald. He's got 2 men to his right. Archibald will keep it right side. He gets it in. Touchdown. Keaton Archibald punches it in from 2 yards out, and Butte County's on the board first.
And just a great play. You're going to see a little misdirection. They're going to fake the handoff to the left side on a sweep, but he's going to keep it and run right up the middle, and there was no one there to meet him in the hole, and he just hurdled his way into the end zone.
Well, they'll come out for the conversion attempt. Archibald, he's going to roll left. He wants to hit Razor Duke in the back of the end zone. It's up and knocked away. Good defense there by Valley to knock it away. So it'll stay at 6-0 here tonight. We've got a lot of great local sponsors here on today's game. Let's go ahead and quickly thank one of them. Pickles Place in Arco is proud to support the Pirates at the state tournament. Come on to Pickles Place and grab a homemade meal or a specialty spice. John's Spices, they sell them right there in the store at Pickles Place. And as always, go Pirates. So be sure to look them up. Pickles Place, that's where me and Paul eat. We went to Butte County for a game. We were in Arco a couple weeks ago for a game, and we stopped in at Pickles Place. It was a great environment. There was people there in their Butte County gear. There was Camas County fans in there getting a meal before the game. I got the one with the ham on the cheeseburger, and we got some cheese curds. It was great. So be sure to stop into Pickles Place, and don't forget about John's Seasonings there as well. He's got a couple different ones. You can buy them right there in the shop. Also, Hot Ink is the place to go for your customized Butte County Pirate gear. Be sure to give Hot Ink a call next time you need it. If next time you have a team event or need T-shirts, so be sure to check out Hot Ink. Check them out for your next team event for T-shirts. Go Pirates from Hot Ink. All right, here we go. Butte County will kick this one away deep. End-over-end kick will hit at the 15-yard line. Valley will return it from there. They're up to the 25-yard line, still dancing around, finding a space down the sideline is number 33, Daniel Zamudio. Zamudio, a good return there for the Vikings.
Yeah, he was making some great moves out there. For a second there, you thought he could break it. I mean, would have broken my ankles. I would have been down on the ground.
It's a 19-yard return. Yeah, he was around the 27-yard line, cut back in and cut back outside and goes down here the near sideline for a nice pickup. 6:01 to go in the first quarter. Butte County on top of Valley. Now, I was up here, and Angie McAfee was hustling up the stairs. She gave me two of these nice little Butte County hats, one for me and one for Paul. They're slick. I'm excited. I can't wear it right now because that would look biased, and I'm not. I like both of these teams. So here's a run up the middle for Valley. Good run. Still on their feet across the 45 and a first down for the Vikings.
Aaron Damon.
We're biased towards no team. I want to say that. But I'm a sucker for gear. I will wear anything that anybody – I have a Garden Valley hat. I have a Cary T-shirt. I have a Ridgeview shirt, Homedale, Oakley. I have Oakley. Anything. I will take anything. So these are nice hats. Excited to rock one of them when I'm not in a game situation.
Well, Logan, there's just something about sports team apparel.
There is. It's awesome. And Valley, if you're listening, I'll take a hat. We'll take one of those. I did buy these from Angie, so I'm willing to pay for it.
Unless you're offering.
Yeah, unless you're offering, then I'll take it. First down here for the Vikings. This one run left side, no room to run for Damien, and it's going to be just 2nd and 9. They're going to give him a yard.
Yeah, and I think they were trying to feed off the excitement there by Damien because he just had that big play from the last time, and they just wanted to go right back to him. And, I mean, that time the Pirates were ready.
So Valley's facing a 2nd and 9 here. 4:50 to go in the first quarter from Holt Arena. Good crowd here on hand from Arco and Hazleton, making the roughly hour-and-a-half trip-ish for both, maybe a little longer for Butte County. Here's the snap, and Butte County gets some pressure in the backfield. Valley breaks it down the sideline. Up to the 40-yard line is Hardy, and Hardy out of bounds with a first down.
Wow, that play only happened because of the block that he got in the backfield. Because he could have been stopped right in the backfield. It could have been a loss of like 3 or 4, but he got an amazing block from the wide receiver there on that left side to get that huge gain.
Yeah, Levi Hendricks was coming in hot for Butte County up the right side of the line and got blocked away, and that let Hardy break the run for a first down. Vikings knocking on the door inside Butte County territory for the first time tonight here on the near hash. Vikings with the ball, trailing 6-0 with 4.5 minutes to go. Hardy in the pistol formation, waits for the snap, man in motion. He'll keep it himself up the right side. Finds a little bit of an opening and scoots forward for a gain of about 3 down to the 33-yard line on the right side.
Yeah, and props to Josh Hardy, the quarterback there. The ball was snapped really low. He picked it up off the ground and still managed to get some yardage on that play.
So it's going to be 2nd and 7, and this is a key for Valley. Keep the ball moving forward. Don't go backwards, go forwards. And that's what they've been able to do on this drive right here. Again, Hardy in the pistol formation, 2 receivers out set to the left side. Hardy gets the snap. He'll roll to his left side. Hardy still rolling left. Finally keeps it himself, and he's wrapped up, maybe back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It looked like, I think that was Braxton Gammett back there for Butte County.
Yeah, great job by this Butte County secondary, by staying back, not completely committing to the runner, the quarterback, because, I mean, he was looking downfield. He was trying to make a pass, but they forced him to run the ball, and like you said, right back to the line of scrimmage.
Just that bootleg, you have it, and you're looking, and nothing was there. Butte County defense staying put. So they're going to give him a yard, so we're going to say 3rd and 7 here, 3:10 to go. Again, pistol formation for Hardy. He's got 2 receivers to the left, 1 up top. He'll move his man in motion across Robles, and now Hardy rolls right after the snap. Still rolling right, going backwards now, and he's going to run down the sideline, leans into some contact, picks up a couple of yards, Only 2 yards on the gain down to the 31, and it's going to be 4th down, and Valley got one more attempt here on 4th down. It's going to be 4th and about 5, so very manageable here for Valley.
And a lot of times you'll see quarterbacks kind of shy away from the hits, to protect yourself, go out of bounds. But Hardy.
Not Josh Hardy.
He lowered that shoulder, and he went in there hard. And, he made that defender pay. He's like, if you're going to hit me, I'm going to hit you back.
And Hardy, the quarterback for Valley, ran for almost 1,300 yards and threw for 1,400. This is a guy that can get it done both ways. Like you said, not shying away from the contact. 20 touchdown runs this season on 1,300 yards. And he's a quarterback. And he still threw for almost 1,500 too. He'll keep it himself this time, and he's going to be close to the sticks. I don't know if he got it. He needed the 26. He got to the 27, and the Pirates stood him up there. I believe that was number 18. Levi Hendricks was the first one there for Butte County. Stops Hardy in his tracks, and the ball goes over to the Pirates.
Wow, just a great defensive play by Butte County. They sold out for the run, and it worked out great for them. The linebackers made perfect pursuit towards Hardy, our hard-running quarterback, and they stuffed him at the line because he was pushing to get that first down. But Butte County had a stronger push.
So 1st and 10 here for the Pirates. 2 receivers left side for Archibald. He'll hand it off to Westergaard. Westergaard cuts inside. Westergaard up the right hash line, and he's got a first down and more all the way down to the 46-yard line.
Yeah, again, the sweep play. Run the ball to the outside. With the 8-man football, it seems like there's a lot of room to the outside. So it seems like the place to run the football. And they opened it up great for him there. And also great tackle by Jonathan Zamudio on that. He chased him down the entire way and made the tackle.
First down here for Butte County. Here's a run left side by Archibald. He gets him to the second level. He shoves off a defender, still on his feet. He breaks free. The 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Archibald. He goes 54 yards to pay dirt. And the sophomore with a huge run here in Holt Arena.
Wow. Who would have ever expected a 40-plus yard quarterback touchdown run from pretty much the I formation? It was a really interesting play. The quarterback snapped the ball, took a step back, and then followed his blockers through the hole, and then made an amazing stiff arm down the sideline and scored.
Archibald had a man wrapped around his waist at midfield and shoved him down. Here's the conversion. He'll float it up, and it's incomplete. He goes down to the ground, so it'll stay 12-0 after the conversion is no good.
Now I have to ask, Logan, are there kicks?
Okay, I saw my very first extra point this year in 8-man football. It was Garden Valley. Their guy, Timo, he was a foreign exchange student from Germany, played for Garden Valley, and that was the first time I ever saw an extra point. Very rarely do you ever see field goals. I have never seen a field goal attempt, and very rarely will you see an extra point. Usually they just go for it. And
wow,
that can cause, if you don't get 3 and they get 3, all of a sudden that's a 6-point difference when, you're down a touchdown when you both scored the same amount of touchdowns. Hey, well, is your check engine light on? Are your anti-lock brakes not working? Or worse, is your heater not blowing hot air? Call Frost LLC today. Frost LLC is your local ASE, Dodge, and GM certified local mobile technician. They can take care of all your diagnostic, ag, automotive, medium, and heavy-duty truck needs. Call Frost LLC, local farm and ranch on-site technician at 589-2385 to get your vehicle up and running right. Also, ATC Communications is a family-owned internet and phone company that has served the Idaho communities for over 90 years. They are proud supporters of local schools and want to wish the Butte County boys good luck here in today's game. Again, we literally cannot exist without all of our local sponsors. You truly do make a difference in helping all of these broadcasts happen. Here's a kickoff going deep down the right side, and it dies at the 15. It'll be picked up there by Valley. Room to run down the sideline up to the 28-yard line. Let's make it the 29. It'll be 1st and 10 Vikings at that point. They trail 12-0 with 1:59 to go in the first quarter.
And this is a crucial drive for the Vikings. They really need to start getting some points up on the board to start chipping away, because every time, I mean, we talked about it earlier, every time Butte County has touched the football so far, they've scored a touchdown. And if you're the Vikings, you've got to try and keep up. So
yeah, they can't afford to get behind this Butte County team. This is a team that has a dynamic offense that will not make it easy for you if you can't put up points on the board yourself. They have rolled through their schedule this year. First down, another pistol formation. They'll hand it off up the middle. Some room to run for Valley here up to the 34-yard line, a gain of 5.
Yeah, I love to see the misdirection in the backfield, faking a sweep to the left and then handing it off right up the middle. It's a good way to keep the defense guessing on what's gonna happen.
And of course, this is a rematch. These two teams met the opening week of the season back on August 25th, a 64-36 victory for Butte County. Pistol formation again. This time they'll hand it off up the middle. Valley on a run. This one's going to pick up about 4 yards down to the 38-yard line. And again, that is number 24, Damien on the carry. So this year, Butte County beat Cary 42-8, Camas County 46-28, Water Springs 68-6, Council 40-6, Chalice 54-6, Raft River 54-14, and Grace 44-14. They blew through their schedule. The only loss, again, that 50-28 defeat to Kendrick. Pistol formation again, everybody in tight. This time a handoff up the middle. They'll bounce it out left side, cuts back inside, and stretching forward for the first down is Damien, a fresh set of down here for the Vikings.
That was a really smart move by Damien. At first, I got a little worried because he decided to cut it outside. And here I am thinking, I'm like, hey, you got to go grab the first down before anything. That's the most important part. But I think Damien got his head back on a swivel, and he's like, oh, got to go right back up the middle. He cut it back up the middle and picked up that first down that they really needed.
So first down here for Valley. Valley, an interesting team. Again, they lost that opener to Butte County. We'll get back to it here in a second. Pistol formation, 2 receivers up top for Hardy. Hardy dancing around himself and leaps forward to the 41-yard line. No gain on the play, and that's going to do it for the first quarter of play. First quarter in the books here from Butte County, or excuse me, not here from Butte County, but here from Holt Arena. Let's go ahead and thank Ivy's Market. They're a proud sponsor. Ivy's Market, they're a proud sponsor of Butte County Athletics. At Ivy's Market, you'll find a great selection of all your grocery, meat, produce, and bakery needs. Ivy's Market is your local hometown grocer serving the great community since 1989. We wish you the best of luck at state this year, and go Pirates. Southern Idaho Therapy Services invites you to come and visit their team of experts dedicated to getting you back to activities that you love. Conveniently located by the Minidoka Memorial Hospital, they specialize in recovery and surgery from accidents and are excited to help you reach your goals and get back to the life you love. Southern Idaho PT is proud to support local student athletes on their road to the state title. First down here for Valley, second down. They'll throw it out in the left side flat and pick up about 4 yards down to the 45-yard line. We switch into the field. Valley now moving from left to right as you hear it. Valley again, blue helmets, white jerseys, white pants, Butte County in the all blacks with white numbers, Valley with the blue numbers. Third down and 6 here.
And we're seeing a lot of short plays, short passes, short runs. I wouldn't be surprised to see a big play coming up, a shot play, as they like to call it.
Pistol formation, 2 receivers here to the right for Hardy. Hardy waits the snap, and he's going to keep it himself. He's going to roll right, looks to throw. It's caught just over midfield, and he just got the first down. Great reception by Roseboro. He knew he was going to take a hit. He took the hit and got the first down.
Man, that was a great decision by Josh Hardy to find the guy, to get the first down. You know, he had the tight end Thomas Vargas wide open over the middle. He probably could have scored a touchdown if he would have found him, but great job finding the guy for the first down.
And finally get set here. They're going to send 2 receivers back out here to the near side. Pistol formation for Hardy. Hardy takes the snap, and he keeps it himself. He'll roll right. He's under attack, and he's swarmed by 3 different Pirates. The first one there was number 18, Levi Hendricks, a name that we have called many times so far this evening.
Wow, and that was one of those read option plays where you had to decide whether to keep it or whether to give it. And, I mean, you decide. He lost a couple yards there and decided to keep it and lost the yardage. So may have been a better choice to hand it off.
Second down, 2nd and 10. No gain, they'll say, on the play. 2 receivers split to the left this time. Hardy throws it out into the flat. It's caught. Lots of room to run down the left sideline, across the 30. Still on their feet at the 20. Cuts inside down to the 15-yard line that time. Thomas Vargas with a huge gain for the Valley Vikings.
Wow. I have to apologize. Earlier I called him a tight end, but he's actually the running back on this team. Vargas is. Great play.
In that position he was. Here's a run by Hardy. Hardy gets stuffed. Walloped at the 15-yard line after a gain of 1. And once again, the first man in there, that time is number 10, Rawson Twitchell on the hit.
And let's go back to that play. In my mind, it was the play of one hand. He caught it with one hand, ran down the field, and he used one hand to stiff arm. I mean,
Man,
he just threw him.
That was an awesome play, and that's what Valley needed. I mean, they put up a lot of points on Butte County earlier this year. Again, they knocked Butte County won, but the 36 points given up was the most that Butte County allowed, except for 42 against Glens Ferry. I'm looking at the wrong one. I'll get back to it here in a minute. Here's a handoff left side for Valley, down inside the 10-yard line to the 7 or to the 8-yard line. But Valley scored 36 on Butte County on the opening weekend. Camas County scored 28, and then obviously Kendrick scored 50. But that 36 was the most that anybody scored on them outside of Kendrick. And I think you just eliminate Kendrick from the list because they're a monster that nobody can handle. Valley, here's a handoff now to the right side, trying to sneak inside. Gets away from one defender, stretches forward, and can't quite reach the goal line on the sweep is number 23, Nathan Christensen. It's going to be 1st and goal at the 2-yard line here for Valley.
Wow, great play design there. You're going to have the receiver come in motion, receive the handoff on the jet sweep, and you're going to see the running back head up into the hole as a lead blocker. And he almost created enough room for him to go score the touchdown on the right side of the field, but just couldn't get to the end zone.
Pistol formation, 1 receiver way out to the left side. Hardy gets the snap. He hands it off left side, and sneaking in for the touchdown are the Vikings. That one punched in by number 24, Aaron Damian, and the Vikings are on the board. They've cut the lead in half with 7:51 to go here in the second quarter.
That was a great play call to just hand it off right up the middle. Butte County has kind of been expecting Josh Hardy to keep the ball on most of these read option plays, but that time he just hands it off right up the middle. There was absolutely no one there in the hole. Easy touchdown.
So Hardy comes out for the conversion, pistol formation, a little bit more spread than usual. There's the pass. It's knocked down, so it'll stay at 12-6 here in the first quarter. We've had a great one so far. Let's jump back. We were talking right when we came in about Dylan Waymeyer. Of course, Waymeyer, great player for this team. He was in a car accident a few months ago. And then again in the game against Kendrick that we were there broadcasting, he collapsed on the sideline, ended up having to be rushed to the hospital. They brought the ambulance on the field, and they ended the game right there. Awesome support from everyone around Idaho. There was a GoFundMe that got put up. I believe Angie McAfee put it up. We shared it on our pages, and it really blew up over the weekend that happened. He got way more than he was intending to get on the GoFundMe. It was awesome to see all the outpouring of love and affection from everybody. You saw teams all over the state painting a 13 on their field in memory of him. Multiple teams did that. They put a 13 in the middle of the field there in Arco. And Angie was up here talking to me before the game and showed me some pictures of him today in his rehab facility, and he was there smiling, eating his own food. They said that was a huge step. So, Dylan, if you're listening, hey, man, congrats on the road to recovery. We hope everything goes well for everybody. And truly a trying moment that was for Butte County, and they were able to get through it. This kickoff's going to roll out of bounds. It was a very, for me personally, I mean, I obviously was in a different position. Not part of that community specifically, but as a broadcaster on the call for the game, almost in a position of I felt very helpless, not that I could do anything. So I was happy to be able to get in there and contribute to that GoFundMe, so I felt like I was doing something. But so many people around the state stepped in and helped out the family. So, again, everybody at Idaho Sports, hearts go out to the Waymeyers, and good luck on the road to recovery, Dylan. So here we go, 1st and 10, Butte County ball at the 35-yard line here on the near hash as the Pirates take over 1st and 10 after the Valley score. Archibald rolls to his right. What a pitch on the outside to Westergaard, and Westergaard has one man to beat. The 35, the 20, the 10, the 5, touchdown. Brody Westergaard. What a pitch by Archibald. It couldn't have been any better. He waits for the defense to come to him. He pitches it 65 yards down the field for Brody Westergaard.
And you really can't say it any better, Logan. Just like you said, it could not have been any better. Our view was absolutely perfect as well. We saw the lane right where Westergaard was, and he pitched it right through that lane, and then there was just no one in front of him. And, man, what a burst of speed and what a play.
And this is the Butte County team that I have seen multiple times this year that can score in bang, 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 bang plays. They waste no time. Here's a handoff right side on the conversion, and they get in, and a flag comes flying from way behind the play. I mean, 20 yards. Get that official on a quarterback staff. That man can throw a flag. And let's see what the call is here. I think it's going to be a hold. It's right in that area. So this is going to come back 10 yards. Butte County will have to replay the try. 7:40 to go, and we've already had more exciting plays in this game than we saw in the big bad 5A game earlier between Owyhee and Highland. That was just a let's take our time, run it up the middle for 3 yards type game for a long time. This has featured some explosive plays by both teams.
And I don't think it'll slow down either with how it's going.
Now we're just getting started here at Holt Arena. 7:40 to go to halftime. Here's a swing pass out to Razor Duke for the conversion. Duke inside the 5. Duke still on his feet. Did he get in? No, but he got horse collared down. I think he got horse collared and face masked. So, yeah, the officials grabbing his neck. So there's going to be – so here's a question. So on a conversion attempt, if you have a personal foul, do you do half the distance of the goal from the end of the play or half the distance of the goal from the spot of the try where it began?
It's a good question.
It is from half the distance from the goal, because usually that would be on where the play ended.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But usually penalties on PAT attempts are pre-snap.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And usually not in a position where you're going 10 yards down the field. That might be a first right there. So now Butte County will retry this. We'll do it a third time here. Archibald's in the backfield with the left of him. He has Razor Duke, and he's going to not pitch it. He'll keep him himself, and another flag comes out. We've had now 3 flags on a PAT attempt. He did not get in. I thought he was going to pitch it to Razor Duke, but he didn't do it. Let's see what this flag's about.
At this rate, their arms are going to be dead tired from throwing those yellow flags around.
Get that man an ice pack. It looks like it's on Butte County the way that Valley's going over to the sideline. The conversion failed. Blindside block on Butte County. So they're going to enforce the penalty. Man, this official can yell. He has no microphone, and I could hear him all the way up here.
Through the headphones.
So blindside block, the penalty will be enforced. So on the kickoff, the score stays 18-6. Now Valley had some interesting scores, right? They scored 36 against Butte County, 42 against Wilder, 56 against Glens Ferry, 58 against Murtaugh, 46 against Raft River, and then this is the head scratcher. They scored 6 against Cary. And that Cary Valley game was 8-6. That's it. 2 touchdowns, and that's it. Kind of a crazy score to look at for both sides. Cary, a team that can put up points, but those two played in a defensive barn burner. They scored 66 against Lighthouse Christian, 14 against Oakley, who's a tough team. They knocked off Notice with 66 points and 30 against Potlatch. So this is an offense that can score the ball. Butte County has just also been a dominant team rolling through their schedule. So Hendricks set to kick this one away from Butte County from the 25-yard line. He'll kick it deep, and it's going to be caught at the 25. Coming up here on the right side of the field, they'll cut it back across the left side and he's still on his feet across the 45 to the 50-yard line, and it's going to be knocked out there. That's Zamudio who takes it. Nice return, about a 25-yard return by Zamudio.
I think we've seen a couple of those plays by Zamudio where there's one side of the field that's kind of closed off, and then all of a sudden he turns his head the other way. On this play, he turns his head to the left, and he's like, hey, there's some room over there. So he turns it back to the other side, outruns a couple of the defenders, and then is eventually pushed out about the 50, but he's a great returner.
So, again, we know Oakley has moved on to the next round. Logos has moved on to the next round. So the winner of this game will play Logos in the state semifinals. Here's a run up the middle, nowhere to run for Aaron Damian. Logos put up a lot of points today against Murtaugh in that game, a team that Valley played earlier in the season.
So I'm seeing a trend. It seems like the 8-man football, a lot of scoring going on.
Oh, yes, and that is an understatement. Because, you think about it, you got 6 less players on the same amount of field. Yeah. So if you get around one defender, it's more easy to get open and go. Here's a pass out in the flat, and it's caught. A pickup of 9 here on the outside to Christensen, and it'll be 3rd and 1. See right there, if Christensen gets around his one defender there, he's gone.
Right.
So, again, Oakley moves on. Oakley will play the winner of Kamei and Grace. Last I heard, Grace was up 14-0. The winner of this game will play Logos in the next round. So, no matter what happens here, the winner of this game will host the next round game with Logos. That could be here in the Dome. It could be at one of their fields. We'll have to wait and see. We usually don't know that till Saturday or Sunday, sometimes Monday. Hardy, 1st and 10. He's got a man in motion coming across. He'll hand it off here left side. And nowhere to go. Busting in the backfield is Braxton Gammett. And whistles blow. A flag down right at the point of the tackle. 6:11 to go here in the second quarter.
Makes you wonder if they'll get him for maybe potential targeting.
A face mask. Not a personal foul, so just a 5-yard penalty. So it'll just go up 5 yards. It'll be 1st down and 5 now here for Valley.
The angle of that tackle, I feel like it would have been extremely hard to get a face mask because he kind of just blew him up.
Right through in there, yeah.
But the referee saw something else.
So 1 receiver to the left, 2 here to the right side for Hardy in the pistol formation again. Looking to throw. He'll step inside, steps up into the pocket, and runs it himself right up the hash line. And he's got a 1st down to the 26-yard line. Fresh set of downs here for Valley.
I couldn't tell if that was a designed quarterback draw or if Hardy just looked up, saw nothing, and just took off. Either way, great play to pick up the first down.
Coeur d'Alene leads Rocky Mountain up north right now 14-0. That was a shutout in the opposite direction in the regular season at the 5A. First down, and Butte County jumps off sides. They all go back, but not before the whistles blow. Offsides, another 1st and 5 here for Valley.
Yeah, great cadence there by Hardy to draw him off sides, get a free 5 yards. There's nothing better than getting 5 yards without having to do anything. I mean, he got him off sides, but without having to use those legs.
Grace now up 20-0 on Cami. It's going to make me look bad on the pick 6 this week as everybody except for Sean Kane picked Cami. Here's a run for Hardy, right side. Hardy into the second level. He's across the 15, and he's got a first down to the 13-yard line.
He may have landed on Pedro Robles, and he's down with an injury, it looks like.
Injury on the field. We'll take a quick break while that's happening. We'll be right back on IdahoSports.com.
This is not what I asked for.
Once again, we have contributed to your ideal college savings program. Love, Grandma and Grandpa.
Give the gift of college savings this holiday season with Ideal, Idaho's 529 college savings program. Eventually, they'll appreciate it.
I love it. Thank you.
College costs money.
Idaho isn't your average state, and we are not your average people. We're not afraid to jump feet first, and we see the world a little differently. We know the importance of slowing down and the value of catching up. When we're not busy getting lost, we're looking out for one another. Our whitewater is aggressive, but our driving is not. We know all about taking chances, but we also know our limits. We drive safely because we care. It's who we are.
Welcome back, everybody. Robles walks off on his own power down to the sideline, so hopefully everything's okay, but it looks like it. He walked on, he got up, maybe just a stinger got hit hard there going down to the ground. And whistles blow. And here's a timeout. A timeout called on the field by Butte County. So let's go ahead and thank some of our local sponsors while we've got the chance. Once again, is your check engine light on? Are your anti-lock brakes not working? Or worse, is your heater not blowing hot air? Call Frost LLC today. Frost LLC is your local ASE, Dodge, and GM certified mobile local technician. They can take care of all of your diagnostic, ag, automotive, medium, and heavy-duty truck needs. Call Frost LLC for local farm and ranch on-site technician at 589-2385 to get your vehicle up and running right. Ivy's Market is a proud supporter of Butte County Athletics. At Ivy's Market, you'll find a great selection of all your grocery, meat, produce, and bakery needs. Ivy's Market is your local hometown grocer serving our great community since 1989. We wish the Pirates the best of luck at state this year. So 1st and 10 Valley after the timeout. Butte County apparently wanted to talk about something. 4:57 to go here in the first half. 18-6, Butte County on top, but Valley threatening. Hardy takes the snap. He'll hand it off inside. Nice run that time by Vargas, and Vargas is down to the 7-yard line.
Great strong running, just right up the middle. Got a good initial push, and then just used those really strong legs to push forward. From our vantage point, he's looking kind of like a Leonard Fournette with that number 7.
He runs hard through that hole, and he is not a guy you want to get in front of. He rushed for 551 yards on the season, almost 8 yards per carry is what he's averaging on the season. He is not going to be brought down easily. 2nd and 4 here, pistol formation with a man to the left of Hardy. The man to the left is Roseboro. 2 receivers split to each side. And the ball is on the ground. They try to hand off, And, again, it's that read option. He kept it in the gut of Roseboro for too long, and the ball came out. Hardy tried to cut inside, and they fall on it. No harm, though, at least in possession terms. They'll lose a couple yards, but still got another chance on third down.
The option plays are very heavy risk-reward. If you can successfully run an option play, you can absolutely fool the defense. But if you're a little bit too indecisive, it can be things like that. It can be a fumble.
Third down, 3rd and 4 here. Shotgun formation, again up the middle with Vargas. He rolls forward, close to the sticks. I think he's got it. He needed the 3, and I think he got right there to it. They might have to measure here. They're trying the eye test, and they got the first down. First down right at the 3-yard line. A fresh set of downs inside the 3 here for Valley.
They're taking a nice deep breath. Now they get 4 more downs.
All right, we've got a chance there. Man, this would be something. Valley has been able to just control the clock and keep the ball out of Butte County's hands. Only 18 points here in the first half for Butte County. 3:05 to go, and Valley knocking on the door right now. Pistol formation, 2 receivers here to the near side. Hardy gets the snap. Vargas goes up the middle, and he picks up maybe a yard down to the 2.
You know, they faked the handoff to the jet sweep on the outside run. And, I think that would have been a better play. He was wide open, probably would have scored a touchdown.
And slow to get up for Butte County is Rafe McAfee. He's up now. He's probably mad they blew the whistle. He popped right up afterwards. He's coming out. Trent Pancari will come on in replacement. It's 2nd and goal from the 2 now.
Yeah, he didn't want that attention. He's like, don't blow the whistle. I can walk off.
And he's trying to see if he's favoring anything.
Might be his wrist.
Yeah, it looks like he's looking at his right wrist. So 2nd and goal here for Valley. Pistol formation again. Hardy rolls to his left, and he cuts inside into the end zone. Touchdown! Josh Hardy punches it in once again, and the Vikings cut into the lead again. They cut it in half. 2:27 to go in the first half.
It's really cool to see in this 8-man football how much the quarterback does. You mentioned it earlier. Hardy has well over 1,000 yards rushing and passing this season. And getting another touchdown right there.
Here comes the conversion attempt. Hardy going to throw right side. He's got a man open. It's caught. It's good. That's Andrew Lukes who converts, and that's our first conversion today. That makes the score 18-14. Valley with the first conversion, and now they have the advantage in that aspect of this game with 2:27 to go till the halftime break.
And
No, go ahead.
Yeah. I think you said it perfect earlier, where the Vikings just were draining the clock that entire time. And that's exactly what they need to do against Butte County because, again, we know how explosive Butte County is. And the Vikings did exactly what they needed to do, waste some time. Of course, there is still a little bit of time left, but we'll see what Butte County can do.
Butte County doesn't need but 5 or 6 seconds. Again, Valley scored at the 7:51 mark of the second quarter, and then at the 7:40 mark, Butte County scored. It took them 1 play to go 65 yards. So if you're Valley, you got to be ready because Butte County does not need 2 minutes and 27 seconds to score. They need about 9. That's about what they need. We'll give them 11. We'll say 11. They need 11 seconds to score, but that's from 65 yards out. So Valley needs to boot this one as best they can. Back to receive is Westergaard on the left side and Razor Duke here on the right side. Again, Valley kicking off from left to right as you hear it. And here's the kick. It's an onside kick, and Valley should have had it. It goes out of bounds, but they should have had it. In position to make the recovery was number 3 for the Vikings, Josh Hardy, the quarterback, and he was the only one there. He should have had that for Valley. Perfectly placed onside kick, and Hardy just missed it.
It's just 1 in a million with those onside kicks. You never know when you're going to get the bounce to go your way. So when you miss out on that type of opportunity, it is just a killer.
I like the shot there by Valley. I like taking the chance because Butte County, to be honest, they're gonna get theirs. So what's the difference? You go 70 yards, you go 50 yards, it's all the same. But now it'll be Butte County ball here on the near hash at the 48-yard line. Man, that was extremely close for the Vikings. 1st and 10, 3 receivers to the right side, but they'll go inside to Razor Duke on the handoff. Duke's got some room. He's across the 45, and he'll be stopped there. They'll spot him at the 44, a pickup of 8. Man, that is, if you're a Valley fan, that is going to be a tough one to swallow because Hardy should have had that onside.
Yeah, I think it was it was a little bit of hesitation where he didn't know if it was going to bounce over the line.
I don't think if he was like, did I cross the line yet? Is it safe to get it? And it was totally safe because it had crossed the 50. Under center this time is Archibald. He'll hand off right side to Westergaard. Westergaard picks up only a yard. It's going to be 3rd and 1 here for Butte County. Again, new positions abound on this Butte County team. Archibald took over at quarterback just a couple of weeks ago, and it wasn't a Razor Duke's not doing enough at quarterback. It was a Razor Duke can be also just as effective in a running back position or catching the ball, and we feel comfortable that Archibald's ready to play quarterback. So that's where they're at. Here's a pass out to the left side. It won't really matter. It's caught. A flag comes out. This is going to come back, and this is a big play because it was 3rd and 1. They got the first down, and now this is going to be 3rd and 11 on the penalty.
The holding is going to be huge there. It's going to set him back for a 3rd and long. I imagine it's a holding call on the offensive line.
Oh, it's just an illegal shift, so not as bad. It's just going to be a 5-yard penalty, but it's still a penalty. It's going to move this back to the 48-yard line. It's going to be third and 6 now here for Butte County.
And you weren't wrong about that official, Logan. He's
He's
lets
great.
us know.
I love it because sometimes you can't hear up here what the call is or you just don't understand. Where I was at council last week, in council, the official had a mic. He brought his own mic and he hooked it into the sound system. I was like, this is awesome. I can hear everything. Archibald back to pass, sets up the screen, and Valley's all over it. Brought down by number 23, Nathan Christensen. No gain on the right side for number 1, Trent Pancari. And Valley takes a timeout here with 43 seconds to go. Butte County's facing a 4th down and 6 from the Valley 48. Interesting decision here for Butte County. Do you punt this one away and make Valley go 80-ish yards in 35 seconds, or do you go for it and keep the ball out of their hands and try to score one more time?
It is an interesting choice, isn't it?
We're going to find out real soon here. If I was Butte County, I'd kick this away. Valley, we've seen them score on long, methodical drives. That they take their time. I don't know if they are built, at least in this game. They score a lot of points. They can score fast. But in this game specifically, to go on an 80-yard drive in 35 seconds, it's going to take a big play. And Butte County they just don't give up big plays.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's been a little bit different in this game. Like you said, the big plays just aren't there so far for Valley. They've had their long, methodical drives, as we were saying, but the big plays just aren't there. So I would imagine we'd see a punt here, but it doesn't look like it.
No, and Butte County, they just don't punt. They're not used to it. I don't think it's in their playbook. So Archibald in the shotgun. He moves Westergaard over to the right side. Archibald back to pass, sets it up, throws it deep, and this one's going to be incomplete at the 25-yard line. That pass was really to no one. Razor Duke was too far into the sideline, and out further was Boston Anderson towards the end zone, and it fell kind of in between the two, and now Valley only has 52 yards in front of them with 36 seconds to go.
Yeah, and on that play, I think it was great awareness by Andrew Lukes. He was the corner on the play. He could have gone for the interception. It fell right into his hands.
Yeah, that's a great point because if you intercept that, you just gave up 25 yards at least, but he doesn't, lets it fall. That's a very heads-up play. Great observation there, Jesse. 1st down and 10 here for Valley. Pistol formation for Hardy. Hardy's going to look to throw here. Hardy goes to the right side. It's caught at the 45 and goes out of bounds is Nathan Christensen, a pickup of about 6 down to the 46-yard line of Butte County. Clock stops with 28 seconds to go.
And again, great awareness. I think this team is very well coached. Number 23 there, Nathan Christensen, as you were saying. I mean, he could have been brought down right in bounds, but he kept turning those legs, and he may even lost a yard.
He did. He went backwards a little bit, but at the cost of getting out of bounds. Great heads-up play. 2nd and 4, 2 receivers up top. Hardy's going to keep it on a draw, and he's got a lot of room to run, and here comes a flag. Hardy is going to just scoot out of bounds at the 30-yard line, but a flag comes on the opposite side of the field. This is probably coming back.
Yeah, when you see it come from the back linesman, it's always going to be a hold. So I imagine that's exactly what we're going to get here.
That's a backbreaker. It is a hold. A backbreaker for Valley, because with 20 seconds to go, you were going to have the ball at the 30-yard line. In phenomenal field position with a chance to take the lead going into the halftime break, which would be a huge story here from Holt Arena. They still have time to get it done. Valley can score, and they can score quickly, but now they're going to have to score a little bit quicker here. 20 seconds to go. Ball now on the 43-yard line of the Vikings here on the near hash.
Still with 2 timeouts.
Maybe one big play, use a timeout, and you got maybe 2 more plays in your pocket. Hardy goes left side. It's caught in the hook and ladder, and it works across midfield, and he's down the sideline to the 30-yard line and out of bounds is Damian. What a play. The hook and ladder works to perfection at midfield. It's caught at the 50, pitched backwards to Damian, and Damian goes down the far sideline. Excuse me, that was actually Estrada. Estrada got the pitch, and Estrada went down the far sideline to the 30, out of bounds with 12 seconds.
I need to watch some more 8-man football.
That was a fun play to watch right there. The hook and ladder works to perfection. 30 yards to go for the Vikings. 12 seconds to do it here in the first half. Shotgun formation. They'll bring a man in motion. Hardy claps for the snap. He gets it. He rolls right, rolling right, still rolling, and he's just going to keep it himself and scoot out of bounds. 5 seconds to go. That's one I think if you're Hardy, you throw that away sooner and keep 5 seconds or so. Valley is going to take a timeout here. Even though they didn't need to, the clock stopped. But now the ball is at the 26-yard line. Valley has one play here at the end of the half to try and punch something in for Valley. Hardy will surely look to go to the air here. But you never know. These draw plays have worked so well, and that's one, Jesse, I think might be in the back pocket as a draw here. Butte County's got to be thinking throw. Do you risk a draw here and hope that everybody's spread out?
I mean, we saw it earlier this drive.
Yeah, that's true.
And he had about a 20-yard run, so it definitely could be in the cards.
You don't need 50, you just need 26. So I'm sure Valley has a play that is this exact situation. You know, you run that 2-minute drill at practice. They've probably got something that they're ready to use here. And, okay, here we go. So 2 receivers to the far side for Valley, 1 here to the near side. Again, pistol formation for Hardy. Hardy stands at the 30-yard line near hash waiting to snap. He gets it. He's going to look left side. And going deep, he's got a man open, and it's intercepted. It's intercepted. The pass was short, and it's picked off by Butte County, and that's going to do it. Brought down at the 15. That's one. If Hardy lofts it, he had a wide receiver, and I believe it was Estrada. Estrada, great route. If Estrada runs straight to the end zone and Hardy floats it, that is a touchdown. But he throws it a little bit underneath. Estrada has to come back. It's picked off, and that's the end of the half.
Yeah, I think if that play was designed to the right side, it would have worked. Unfortunately, Hardy was running to the left, and it's a little bit harder to throw against your body.
What an end of the half. What a great first half we've had here between Valley and Butte County. We're going to step away for a halftime break real quick, and we'll be back with the Idaho Launch halftime report right after this on IdahoSports.com.
As Idahoans, we're not afraid to take risks.
All the way, all the way. Go. All the way down, all the way down.
Driving under the influence is not a risk we're willing to take. Be around to do more of what you love.
This is not what I asked for.
Once again, we have contributed to your ideal college savings program. Love, Grandma and Grandpa.
Give the gift of college savings this holiday season with Ideal, Idaho's 529 college savings program. Eventually, they'll appreciate it.
I love it. Thank you.
College costs money.
Dear Exit Strategy, all your pieces are in place. Thanks for being there when I need you most. Always Toyota SUVs. Toyota. Let's go places.
I am Kevin, and I'm from Idaho Falls. It's important for the disabled to be vaccinated because of COVID. I chose to be vaccinated because I didn't want to be sick or in the hospital. Getting the vaccination, my experience was painless and worth it. It was a very wise choice.
Former regional champ and back in training.
That's commitment.
Ow.
Oh, tough start. This is not as easy as it used to be, folks.
And she's off, obviously pushing through some pain.
Every muscle is begging her to stop. How's she doing this?
I'm not even sure she knows.
Look at her go. And stop.
Come on.
And go again.
It's literally the home stretch. Whoa.
She made it. Feel the elation.
What fuels that kind of fire?
Idaho Sports Nation, Ideal, Idaho's education savings program, is a proud partner of IdahoSports.com and an ideal way to save for college. Did you know it only takes $25 to start an Ideal 529 savings account and you get tax benefits? There is no better time than today to start saving for college expenses for you or for a loved one. Information and a full disclosure statement, including risks, terms, and conditions, can be found online. Please read carefully before investing. idsaves.org. Go save for college and go Idaho student athletes.
We're Valley-wide cooperative. For 100 years, we've been your first choice for residential and commercial propane, fuels, oils, and lubricants. We service HVAC, install water heaters, propane tanks, and accessories. And yes, we'll even deliver right where you need it. Because for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valley-wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We're here for you.
Vaping sucks you in quick, and the more you vape, the harder it is to quit. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems. That's why thousands of teens are joining My Life, My Quit. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text StartMyQuit to 36072.
Dear Detour, you asked us to measure up. So yeah, we did. When life slings you mud, sling it right back. Stay strong. Toyota Trucks.
Toyota. Let's go places.
Folks, I've got good news and bad news. Bad news? You just took that selfie with poison ivy. Good news? Someone gets to use their coverage from Your Health Idaho. Quality coverage for as low as $0 a month.
We do things differently in Idaho. Sometimes we go east to find west, where muddy trails meet huckleberry smiles. Stars shine electric, and the wind smells like destiny. Sure, our traffic jams are strange, and not all our steaks are ribeyes. But wherever we go, our eyes never leave the road. Belts strapped and dreams packed, no distractions, no phones, focused. From here to there, it's who we are.
Welcome into the Idaho Launch Halftime Show. Did you know current Idaho high school seniors are eligible for up to $8,000 in grant money? Apply today. Idaho Launch, support in every direction. Let's talk a little bit about Idaho Launch before we get into the scoring report. Idaho high school seniors graduating this upcoming spring are eligible for up to $8,000 in grant money through Idaho Launch. Funds can be used to cover the cost of apprenticeships, job training, community college, and university programs that lead to in-demand careers. Idaho Launch is a new grant program that provides students with this one-time opportunity to have 80% of the tuition and fees at an eligible institution covered, up to a maximum amount of $8,000. With approximately $70 million available for Idaho Launch funding, it's possible for this program to offer between 9,000 and 10,000 awards per year. And again, we mentioned this on the last game, but you guys probably weren't here for that one. I can't imagine there's more than 12 to 15,000-ish seniors in Idaho this year. So this is almost 75%. Again, this is not confirmed or anything. This is just Logan Green math. That it is possible that a lot of kids are going to benefit from this. So be sure to check that out. The qualifications. To be a graduate of the class of 2024 from an Idaho high school, homeschool, or GED program, be an Idaho resident, be enrolled in or have applied to an eligible Idaho institution, and begin enrollment by the fall semester after graduation, and finally complete a career pathway plan at nextsteps.idaho.gov. The link for that is all over our website. You can see it. Any page you look at the left side of the screen, look up top. If you don't see it, just hit refresh once or twice, and surely it'll pop up there. You can just click that and go right. It'll take you right to the site that you need to go to. The priority deadline is November 30th. We were saying this before, but that's only about 4 weeks away. Thanksgiving is less than 3 weeks away. I hate to scare all of you that are out there planning your Thanksgiving festivities, but it is 2 weeks and 6 days away. It is scary to think about, but that's where we're at in the time of year, everything coming up on us. Well, what's coming up on you is the halftime scoring report here, and Butte County started fast. They scored quickly at the 6:08 mark of the first quarter, a 2-yard touchdown run by number 3, Keaton Archibald. The conversion was no good, made it 6-0 Butte County. Just a few minutes later at the 2:04 mark of the first quarter, a 54-yard touchdown run again. Keaton Archibald kept it himself up the left sideline. It was an impressive run for 54 yards, 12-0 after the conversion fails again. Then into the second quarter, Valley finally strikes at the 7:51 mark of the second quarter, a 2-yard touchdown run by number 24, Aaron Damian. Made it 12-6. Butte County answered right back on the first play from scrimmage. A 65-yard touchdown run by Brody Westergaard made it 18-6. Again, still nobody converted a conversion yet. And then Valley answers at 2:27 to go in the half. A 2-yard touchdown run by number 3, Josh Hardy, makes it 18-14 with the conversion good. Valley had the ball at the 26-yard line for one final play before the half. We're not able to convert, and that is how the half ended. Valley trails just 14-8. This game, much different than the first time these two teams met back in August. That was a long time ago when you think about it. Well, not when you think about it. It just was a long time ago. That was a 64-36 victory. Nothing's impossible in 8-man. You could see a lot of points scored very quickly, but I don't know if we're going to see somebody score 34 points today, and we might see somebody score 36. Maybe. But I don't think anybody's scoring 64 today here, Jesse.
No, I don't think the scoring will get that high because I think both defenses have been playing great. I think the biggest difference between both teams is the big play. Both teams are playing their game right now. It's a very close game again. As you see on your screen, it is 18-14. But the difference is Butte County has these long touchdown plays. Again, a 54-yarder and a 65-yarder. And if you look at Valley, their 2 touchdowns are both 2-yard touchdown runs. So I think both teams need to come out and play their game exactly how they've been playing it. If you're the Pirates, you want to continue to have those big explosive plays to combat kind of the long, grueling drives that the Vikings have been running.
And that is what they want to do. The Vikings want to slow this one down. I think that's been the game plan coming in. It is almost impossible to keep up with Butte County. The only team that can do it is Dietrich, who cruelly dropped 90 points today in the playoffs against Dietrich. And they are the only team that I've seen all year to slow down Kendrick to any extent. Even it was a one-score game in the second half of that game between those two. But Valley has done a great job here today at just taking control when they get the ball on offense, just slowing it down. They did have the one long play that set up the touchdown, but outside of that, they just have taken their time, and I think that's what they need to do. Limit the amount of time times that Butte County gets the ball, because more than likely the Pirates are punching it into the end zone when they have the ball.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty high percentage if you look back on the season, how many times they score compared to how many times they have the football.
Yeah, it's, I look back to the Camas County game. Camas County led Butte County at the half. They came out firing, the Mushers did it, and by the way, Camas County crushed Garden Valley today, 70-14, something like that. That Camas County team's on a roll, and it might be 100-100 between Camas County and Kendrick if those two get to the state championship against each other. I think that's what everybody's hoping for, because I think it would be like 90-80, and it'll be it'll take 8 hours, but it'll take a long time. But right now, slow the game down. If you go back, about the Camas County game. Camas came out running, bam, 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 score. Butte County was a little slow, and then they finally put it together, and they were able to put up some stops. And they still scored quickly, and they ended up pulling away by multiple touchdowns. I think one by 3 touchdowns in that one after trailing at the half. And Valley just wants to not let Butte County even have the ball, because they're going to score when they have the ball. So keep it out of their hands. Again, the winner of this game moves on to play Logos in the next round. The other semifinal has been booked. We know what it'll be. It will be Oakley, and Oakley will play Grace. Grace went up to Kamei and shut the Cubs out 20-0 on the road. That is not what I had picked to happen, so I'm a little my pick 6 this week is looking real bad. I picked Kimberly, who lost. I picked Twin Falls, who lost. I don't know if I got one right so far.
You might be the laughing stock this week.
I picked Rigby, who's trailing in the fourth quarter, and they lost. It is final. Eagle knocks off Rigby 17-14. So I might go over on the week here today. My reign at the top of the Idaho Sports Pick 6 is coming to an end. We do this every week. If you look at the Instagram page, Facebook page, we myself and 5 other Idaho Sports, it's Paul and Brandon, and then the 3 other Prepcast hosts. We pick 6 games, one from each classification around the state each week, and I've been on top all season long. I started off 6-0, and I have never looked back. But this week it's coming to an end. I'm gonna take a slip in the standings, which is unfortunate.
Tough break, Logan.
Yeah. So, anyways, here we go in this one, 18-14 as we get set to begin the third quarter. Butte County and Valley. This one will be kicked off by Valley. The Vikings will move from left to right, and Skyline has knocked off Twin Falls. See, I made the mistake. I picked Minico to beat Twin Falls a couple weeks ago, and only one person picked Twin, and then Twin won, and they made us all embarrassed. They were like, "Yeah, you guys suck. You picked the wrong team." And so I'm like, "All right, I'm not going against Twin Falls," and I do here, and they disappoint me. Here's another onside kick, and not able to catch up to it is Hardy. And again, that one goes out of bounds at the 45-yard line. But Josh Hardy, he was probably the closest one to the ball, just could not catch up to it. Nobody was going to catch up to that one.
No, and that's why it hurt so much on the one they missed, because of how perfect the bounce was. You just never know on the turf which way it's going to bounce and how far. I mean, it's got to be hard as a kicker, just trying to figure out, do I kick it harder, a little bit lighter this time?
Yeah, right. Especially on the turf. It is such a tough one to gauge and maintain and figure out what's going to happen. So Butte County gets phenomenal field position. The ball's going to be at the 43-yard line for the Pirates. 1st and 10. Archibald under center, and he's going to pitch it to the right side to Westergaard. Westergaard gets a block. He's into the second level. Stiff arms Josh Hardy before getting out of bounds, but not after a first down.
He made Josh Hardy pay on the outside over there.
Sit down, that's what he said to him. Go back to your sideline. Ball now at the 43-yard line, far hash. Butte County moving from right to left as we begin the third quarter here from Holt Arena. Thanks for listening in right here on IdahoSports.com. And Butte County now back under center again. Very untraditional. And this time they're going to hand it off inside. No, they pitch it outside left to Westergaard. Westergaard is wrapped up by the ankles after a 2-yard gain.
They faked right up the middle. They got you, Logan.
They did.
Right up the middle.
I thought Razor Duke had it, but I was wrong.
Then they turned it into the option, a triple option. And quarterback decided to pitch it off. Came down here to the near side of the field, but he was just stuffed up. Again, someone grabbed his legs, and he was trying to fight, but at that point, he was already wrapped up.
Second down, 2nd and 8 for Butte County. This time, Archibald back in the shotgun. He'll hand it off this time to Razor Duke. Razor Duke makes one-man miss, and he's down to the 30-yard line for a first down.
Wow. That was a pretty powerful run. At the end of the run, he's going to lower his shoulder after following the guard through the hole. I think that was Josh Hardy again. He's taking a beating over there.
And that's the thing. A lot of times in 8-man, you have athletes, right? And those athletes are playing both ways most of the time. And Josh Hardy, just a phenomenal athlete out there for Valley. Here comes another pitch to the right side for Butte County. This time it'll be Rawson Twitchell, and Twitchell picks up 7 yards down to the 23-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 3 here for Butte County.
They are really moving the ball, however, and wherever they want, really. Left, right, up the middle.
And that's the thing. I think that's what Valley knows, is that as good as your defense is, Butte County, they're just going to eat. They are going to feast. It doesn't matter the defense. They did it to Kendrick. You know, they are just a good offense. And here's a run up the middle for Twitchell. And Twitchell's got the first down. The ball came out, but Twitchell's able to fall back on top of it. And so Valley just wants to keep the ball out of their hands as much as possible because, man, this Butte County team is a well-oiled machine.
It almost seems like Butte County is taking a page out of Valley's book right now. They're kind of slower tempo.
Yeah.
Trying to waste some time.
They usually had been taking things a little more quickly, but not right now. Archibald in the shotgun. Ross and Twitchell's to the left. 2 receivers here to the near side. Twitchell gets the handoff up the middle, and he is down to the 16-yard line, a pickup of 2. 9:28 to go here in the third quarter. Butte County on top, 18-14.
And it has just been pound the rock football since the second half began. It has been run. I don't think we've seen a pass yet.
No, I don't think so. Everything has been on the ground. And again, Razor Duke in the backfield this time. Quick pass by Archibald. Caught by Westergaard. Westergaard makes a man miss, and he'll go untouched into the end zone. What a move by Brody Westergaard on the sideline. And there's you just said they don't throw it. They just did throw it. 16 yards to Brody Westergaard for a touchdown. They make a liar out of you every time.
Every time. You're welcome. I mean, it's probably exactly what they drew up at halftime. They were thinking, we're going to come out, run the ball over and over and over again until, when you're playing defense, you're kind of getting tired of it. You're like, okay, they're probably just going to run it again. I want to stuff it this time. And that's when you go for the throw, and it worked out perfectly for Butte.
So conversion is finally going to be converted here for Butte County. They get it left side, and it's Westergaard who punches it in. That's going to make the score 26-14 with exactly 9 minutes on the clock here in the third quarter. Hey, Southern Idaho Therapy Services invites you to come and visit their team of experts dedicated to getting you back to the activities that you love. Conveniently located by the Minidoka Memorial Hospital, they specialize in recovery from surgery and accidents and are excited to help you reach your goals and get back to the life that you love. Southern Idaho Therapy Services is proud to support local student athletes on their road to the state title. Hot Ink is the place to go for your customized Butte County Pirate gear. Be sure to give Hot Ink a call next time you need your next team or event t-shirt. Go Pirates from Hot Ink. Also, Pickles Place in Arco, they're proud to support the Pirates at the state tournament. Come into Pickles Place and grab a homemade meal or a specialty sauce. Again, spice, John Spices. You can get them online, but you might as well just stop into the store there in Arco. When we were there, me and Paul went in for a game. That's where we stop to eat. When we go to Arco, the Idaho sports team stops there at Pickles Place. Always a great meal. Again, we got the cheese curds, the burger with the ham slice on top, I believe it was, and it was awesome. Here comes a short kick right side. It's going to be caught at the 30-yard line by Lukes, and Luke scoots out of bounds just shy of the 40 at the 39. But Pickles Place, great environment, great meal that we had there. They've got a nice little map on the wall. People can stick their pins where they came from because, it's not too far from Craters of the Moon, so I guess a lot of people drive through there on their way to visit that and stopping at Pickles Place. So, hey, enough of Pickles Place. I guess you heard it enough. But thanks to them for sponsoring this game. Be sure to stop in next time you're hungry. Now, I'm hungry. This always happens. Last night we had an ad for Big Judd's in Ashton and talked about that for 15 minutes, and I'm like, man, I could go for that right now. Now I need Pickles Place. So it's a tough life that I live. Meridian beats Mountain View by 1. Here's a run up the middle for a 1-yard gain. No, they're going to lose about half a yard up the middle that time for Aaron Damian. But Meridian has knocked off Mountain View 24-23. So I believe that sets up the rematch at the 5A level between Highland and Meridian. That will probably be here at Holt Arena next week. And this will be the final 1A Division I game to set up the semifinals. Again, the winner of this game plays Logos over here somewhere. Could be at Butte County, could be at Valley, could be here at Holt Arena. 2nd and 10, pistol formation for Hardy. Hardy hands it off and going to be wrapped up in the backfield. No gain that time for Granados. Or excuse me, that was Christensen.
Logan, I know you just got done talking about pickles, but I think Valley is in a little bit of a pickle here in this game.
They're in a pickle right now, down 12 with 7:50 and a 3rd and long facing them. A team that they can go through the air, but would prefer to keep it on the ground. That makes it a tough spot. So 3rd and long, 7:40 to go. Pistol formation again. 2 receivers split to the left, 1 here to the right. Hardy waits the snap. Long count here. He looks back over the sideline, gets the motion, resets. Waits the snap. He gets it. Wants to throw left side. It's complete out in the flat to number 24, Damian. And Damian picks up maybe a yard, and that's it. No gain on the play, they'll say. It's going to be 4th and 11 with 7:15 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
I can't see the number over there, but I believe it was number 99. That must be 89, Braxton Garrett, the linebacker who read that play from the very beginning. He immediately followed the running back out into the swing route and made the stop. 4th and 10, they're going to go for it.
4th down, Valley backs against the wall. Got to do something here. Hardy sets up the screen pass. It's caught. They've got the blockers and not able to get anything. They get 2 yards, and that's it to the 40-yard line. Butte County holds, and the Pirates take over in phenomenal field position.
Like you said, perfect field position. I mean, they're already in scoring range. I mean, with Butte County.
Oh, yeah. Butte County's their scoring range is 99 yards. If they're at the 1, that's scoring range for the Pirates. But this is a more favorable scoring range. And I'm going to eat crow here. Watch them score 64. I said nobody was going to do it, and watch it happen here. Butte County under center tight this time. Archibald will hand it off underneath to Razor Duke right up the middle. Duke rolls forward for 5 yards, straight up the gut to the 35-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 5 with 6:35 to go.
It'll be interesting to see what Butte County does here with a 2-possession lead right now. We'll see if they take some pages out of the Vikings book and kind of just run the clock down, or if they want to go with their own book and go score some more.
6:15 to go. Shotgun this time for Butte County. Archibald gets the snap. He's going to roll right, keeps it himself across the 30 into the second level, and Archibald's going to go in for the score. 35-yard touchdown run by the sophomore for Butte County, and this lead is starting to get away, or the game is starting to get away from Valley right now.
Right on cue again. I was just saying maybe they'll take a page out of the book of the Vikings and waste some time, but no, they wanted to score some more points. I mean, this 8-man football team, they're just out there having fun right now, and I don't blame them for wanting to go score more points. It's always more fun.
And I mean, if you get through, sometimes you can just be an 8-man. You're just trying to eat clock. But if you get around, that's the beauty and the pain of it. If you get around 2 blockers, 2 defenders, you're gone. Here's the conversion attempt. Westergaard cuts inside. Westergaard punches it in. That one's good. Our score now 34-14. Butte County in control here tonight. Ivy's Market is a proud supporter of Butte County Athletics. At Ivy's Market, you'll find a great selection of all your grocery, meat, produce, and bakery needs. Ivy's Market is your local hometown grocer serving our great community since 1989. They want to wish the boys good luck at state this year and say, go Pirates! ATC Communications is a family-owned internet and phone company that has served Idaho communities for over 90 years. They're proud supporters of their local schools and want to wish the Butte County boys good luck here in today's game. Well, luck is not needed for Butte County. They are just a powerful team. Again, they scored 3 touchdowns in the first half. They have scored 2 here in the last 3 minutes, and they just seem like they are putting it together. A little bit of I won't say slow start. It's just Valley controlled a lot of the clock. And right now, Butte County got a 4-and-out against Valley, got the ball back, scored 2 plays later.
Yeah, just putting their game plan on the field and executing it perfectly, especially in the second half for Butte.
This is an onside kick. It's going to be recovered by Valley. It's picked up by number 15, Reese Balls. And that one picked up at, the 48-yard line. So Valley, great field position here for the Vikings. Only 52 yards between them and the end zone here at Holt Arena. Again, Holt Arena newly renovated. They got rid of those slippery bucket type seats here. They've got the traditional seats that fold down that you would see at most other arenas or basketball facilities. An awesome renovation that they did here at Holt Arena. Pistol formation for Valley. Hardy rolls right, rolling still across midfield down to the 49-yard line of Butte County, a gain of 3.
Logan, I think I'm going to wake up tomorrow, turn on some college football, and
be disappointed that there's 11 players out there.
That's exactly what I was going to. I'm like, it's a little crowded. What's going on?
Every time, everybody, it's funny. I've done a lot of games with people, and they do an 8-man game. They're like, wow, this is fun. And it really is. It is. At the beginning of the 8-man prepcast, Paul Kingsbury, he does the lead-in for it. He says, the best brand of Idaho, the best brand of football in Idaho. And some of the best players in the state to come out of Idaho have played at the 8-man level. Second down, 2nd and 7. Hardy intercepted across the middle. This one picked off by Butte County and spinning free down to the 40-yard line and still on his feet. That one picked off by Braxton Gammett. Gammett with the interception, and Butte County is rolling right now. But back to my point. So Leighton Vander Esch, right, plays for the Dallas Cowboys. He played for Salmon River at 8-man team.
Wow.
Matt Paradis was a center for the Broncos for a while. They went to the Carolina Panthers. He played for Council, another 8-man school. So, it's not just the big schools. Obviously, Highland produced, Taysom Hill. There are great athletes all over the place in the state. But 8-man per capita has produced some unbelievable numbers in the NFL. Here's a pitch out to the right side for Westergaard. Westergaard is wrapped up. He'll pick up 3 yards down to the 35-yard line, It'll be 2nd down and 7, 4:55 to go in the third quarter.
I remembered that Taysom Hill obviously played
at Highland, yeah.
Being a BYU fan, but Leighton Vander Esch, I kind of had forgotten about that one. He is an amazing middle linebacker in the NFL.
Yeah, and it's funny, Vander Esch and Paradis, right, not only played in the same league, but they didn't even have to cross a town to get to each other. Riggins and Council, I guess New Meadows if you count that. Here's a run up the middle, nowhere to go for Razor Duke. But if Riggins got on the bus to drive to a game at Council, they wouldn't pass another football team that they would play against until they got to Council. Just right there in the middle of Central Idaho in 8-man football produced 2 great NFL players. Just kind of crazy, right? That occurs, and just never say never here in 8-man football in Idaho. 3:55 clock rolling. Here's a reverse to Westergaard, and Westergaard has a lot of room to run. He cuts it outside, 1 man to beat. He can't get around him and goes out at the 5. Westergaard had a decision to make at the 20. Do I go left on the outside or do I go inside? He faked inside. He should have gone inside. He would have scored.
Yeah, that's where the block was leading him to. He had the perfect block from the wide receiver on the edge. But, I mean, props to Nathan Christensen, who broke off of the block and made an excellent downfield tackle. It is so hard to make a tackle in open space. Great tackle by Christensen.
And that's what it's been, is open space tackles for Valley. Ball is at the 6-yard line, 1st and goal here for the Pirates. Tight under center here for Archibald. Archibald takes it, and he'll keep it himself, dancing inside. Archibald side swipes a defender, and he literally, what a fun play to watch. He stopped and let the defender go by and then kind of just walked, looked back and said, dude, what are you doing down there? And walked into the end zone. So Archibald, his 3rd touchdown run of the day. This one comes at the 3:39 mark of the 3rd quarter.
It almost looked like a basketball play where you had just absolutely embarrassed a defender.
Broke his ankles, and you look back and you say, dude, what you doing, man?
The one that most reminds me of is James Harden, of course, where he crossed up I can't remember his name, but he crossed him up, stared him down, and hit the 3 right in his face.
Exactly. This conversion attempt is not going to be converted, as Twitchell tried to go inside, doesn't get it. It stays at 40-14. But, man, again, the quarterback, number 3, Keaton Archibald, did not start the year as the starting quarterback. He's just a sophomore.
Wow.
And, he did not start. It was Razor Duke. And, what Coach said before the game, he said their sophomore quarterback, Keaton Archibald, is very talented, and they knew that he was ready to play varsity. And he's shown that he was ready for that in their JV games and in practice, that he was ready to assume the role. And, again, that wasn't a Razor Duke, you're not doing enough at quarterback. It's Razor Duke, you're dangerous in other areas. And if we move you and we can bring up Keaton and Archibald's ready to go, now he's ready. Now you've got another weapon out there. And this team is rolling right now. 40 points on the board. And I'm going to eat crow. They might put up 64 the way this is going. I mean, that's only like 3 more touchdowns for them. That's 24 points. And, yeah, they're going to do it and make me look dumb.
The commentator curse is real.
Yeah, it is real.
It has been happening today.
It's very real. 3:39 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Butte County set to boot it away. This one takes a weird chop and is caught at the 35-yard. Butte County, not great blocking right now. Valley has got it inside Pirate territory. Nice return there by Roseboro. The Butte County players were all in the middle, and Valley was coming right. A nice open lane, a big return inside Pirate zone now.
Some of these kicks, I cannot tell if that's what they meant to do or maybe it was an accident, because we've talked about it. It is very rare that you see a PAT and let alone a field goal. There are no field goals, absolutely no field goals. So it makes you wonder. I mean, don't really have a kicker on the team. So it really does make you wonder if it's like an accident or not.
Yeah, and some of them are on purpose, yes.
Yeah.
Even last week at Council, Dietrich, they kicked one, and it hit at the 30, and rolled to the sideline and died before going out of bounds, and nobody went over there for counsel. And Dietrich ran down and picked it up. It was an onside kick, recovered at the 25. When do you ever see that?
Wow.
Hardy rolls left. He hands off on a reverse to the right side, and the ball carrier this time is number 23, Christensen, and he picks up about 5 yards.
Great misdirection play by the Vikings. Fake to the left. I mean, everyone on this Butte County sideline is expecting Josh Hardy to keep the football with how athletic he is.
Yeah, so Hardy rolls left, and he just hands it on the reverse to Christensen. It's actually just a gain of 3 down to the 40. So it's 2nd and 7, 2:58 to go here in the third quarter. Pistol formation again, receivers to either side. Hardy gets the snap. Hardy looking to throw right side. This one is caught at the 35, going out of bounds at the 33, and close to a first down. Not sure if he's there. I think it's going to be 3rd and 1.
It's Christensen again. I think they're liking the matchup they're seeing with Christensen. Great athlete, just want to get him the football.
Yeah, you get it in your athlete's hands, and you never know what can happen. That is the story of a lot of teams in 8-man. If you've got one crazy athlete, you can just make so many things happen with the ball in their hand. 2:19 to go, clock rolling here. 3rd and 1 for the Vikings. Twin receivers to the right. Thomas Vargas behind Hardy. Hardy barking over to his 2 receivers here on the right side. Looks back over to the sideline for the call. Coming in a little bit closer this time is Christensen. He gets closer to the line right behind the other receiver. Now he moves in motion across. Here's a handoff to Vargas. Vargas has the first down, and that's it. Got to the sticks, got knocked back. They'll give him forward progress to the 33 and a first down.
I think they ran they did run a misdirection play where you fake the handoff on the sweep, but I feel like all of the confusion going on the sideline was almost partly to kind of throw off the defense, thinking they were setting up for some type of big pass play or something like that.
And we saw that in our first game here today where the quarterback walked to the sideline like, what's going on? And then they snapped the ball. It didn't work. Hardy's going to throw this time to nobody. That's a zig when you should have zagged as they was trying to hit Christensen. Christensen went to the sideline. I think Hardy thought Christensen was going to stop, and that didn't happen. Ball goes incomplete.
It's almost a good thing he didn't stop, though, because that linebacker was right on Christensen, and it may have been another interception.
It was very close, and luckily it falls incomplete if you're a Valley fan. Now it's 2nd down and 10, 1:21 to go here in the third quarter as Butte County opens up a big lead here. It was just a 4-point game at halftime. Here's a run to the left side, nowhere to run, brought down in the backfield by Boston Anderson, and that's Roseboro who had nowhere to go.
And we're seeing the frustration coming from Valley. The players are getting angry, clapping their hands together. They just want to get something going. They're out there to play football, but Butte County has really shown up on defense.
Yeah, the second half, Butte County has just put their foot on the gas pedal. They've scored 3 touchdowns here in this third quarter to lead it by 26 points. Again, just a 4-point lead at halftime. Pistol formation again. Hardy has 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. He'll move the one in left in motion. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Sets up the tunnel screen. Right side, some room to run for Christensen across the 30, down to about the 27-yard line. And somebody from Butte County is down holding their arm. Oh, no, they just got back up. That was Rafe McAfee. He comes back out, and Rafe McAfee is the one who hurt his arm earlier in the game. And he goes back and still holds that arm. Hopefully he's okay.
May have re-aggravated the injury.
He wanted to go back in, but the coaches pulled him off. 1 second to go, and they don't get it off. So that'll do it for the third quarter of play here from Holt Arena. 40-14, we're going to take a quick break and be back with the fourth and final quarter of play on IdahoSports.com.
Idaho isn't your average state, and we are not your average people. We're not afraid to jump feet first, and we see the world a little differently. We know the importance of slowing down and the value of catching up. When we're not busy getting lost, we're looking out for one another. Our whitewater is aggressive, but our driving is not. We know all about taking chances, but we also know our limits. We drive safely because we care. It's who we are.
Did you know Idaho high school seniors graduating next spring are eligible for up to $8,000 in grant money for career training and education through Idaho Launch? Funds can be used to cover the cost of apprenticeships, job training, community college, and university programs that lead to in-demand careers. Students choose their own path, and Idaho Launch helps pay for it. Funds are limited. Apply today at nextsteps.idaho.gov/launch. Idaho Launch. Support in every direction.
Welcome back, everybody. We're ready to start the fourth quarter. We'll flip ends of the field. Valley will move from right to left as you hear it. Ball at the 28-yard line. It's 4th and 5 for the Vikings. Big play here. Pistol formation for Hardy. Hardy waits the snap. He's going to roll to his right. He's got blockers in front of him, and he's got the first down. Up to the 20-yard line. He sneaks through the smallest of gaps and splits it and gets the first down for the Vikings.
I definitely thought he was going to get stopped on that play, but he ran into the safety corner, whoever was out there, and kind of spun off of him and spun for the first down. Great run.
So first down for Valley, 11:40 to go here in the fourth quarter. Looking to throw deep. He's got a man. Is it caught? It is. Oh, my goodness, what a catch by that's Irving Estrada. Estrada was blanketed by his defender, Coden Croce, and somehow Estrada caught it falling down. What a catch.
That is one of the best catches I have seen. Wow. I mean, like you said, the defender was draped all over him. And I think he had to reel it in with one hand, and it was his left hand even, Logan. Wow.
Here's the conversion attempt. They go right back, almost same exact play, but it's too high for Estrada. But Irving Estrada, one of the best catches you will ever see, right there as a laying out catch, totally extended, caught it behind the defender who was all over him. What a play by Valley to cut the lead back down to 20 here with 11:32 to go.
No, we're talking about the catch because it was so amazing. But you can't discount the throw on that play.
You're
Just
right.
Put it right in the perfect place where only Estrada could get it.
Right on the money.
Great play. That was a fun one to watch. Valley did not want to be done. Valley wants to continue to score. 11:32 left in the game. And we'll see what Butte County does now that they're receiving the ball. If Valley doesn't recover an onside kick here.
And you got to think that's what they're going to try to do right here. So they're going to kick it again from right to left. We'll see. Valley's tried a couple of onside kicks. And this one, no, they're just going to kick it to the right side of the field. It's caught by Anderson. Anderson's got a lot of room to run. Anderson breaking three. Boston Anderson, one man to beat down the sideline, and he's going to go in for a touchdown. Boston Anderson, a 60-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. And just like that, we got another score on the board.
Making me pay again.
Man.
Here I was saying they're going to get an onside kick. Goes the complete opposite way. Just a great catch, great return for Butte County.
46-20, Butte County now with back to the 26-point lead. It was cut down by Valley on the last play there as they scored a touchdown, a phenomenal catch by Irving Estrada, and then Butte County, all they do is just return the next kickoff for a touchdown. So they'll come out for the conversion attempt to try to make it a 28-point game. Archibald hands it off to Razor Duke. Duke is at the goal line, stretches across, and they're going to say he did not get it. I'm surprised. I thought he got it across, but the attempt is no good. It'll stay at 46-20 here from Holt Arena.
And, of course, our view is skewed up here. We're a little off to the side, but he raised the ball above his head. If any of you watched the Kansas City game a couple weeks ago, it kind of looked like the Travis Kelce play where he lifted it over his head.
His back was turned to the goal line. He's just trying to lift it behind him to try and get it over, but not able to do it, so it stays 46-20. Let's just thank all our local sponsors here tonight. Pickles Place, Frost LLC, ATC Communications, Hot Ink, and Ivy's Market, as well as Southern Idaho Therapy Services. Thanks to all of you for helping us get this game broadcast to you. As you've noticed, you didn't pay anything to get in here to watch this game. That's how we like it on IdahoSports.com, live and free. We live by our local sponsors. So if you're a business and you want to come on the next broadcast for one of these teams, send me an email. It's Logan@IdahoSports.com. We'd love to have you on the broadcast next time. And if you're not in a position to do that, don't own a business, not in that spot, just go support these people. Go to Pickles Place and say, hey, I heard you guys on IdahoSports.com during the Butte County game. Thanks for the support. If you're in the Hazleton area and need physical therapy services, you go to Southern Idaho Therapy and you say, hey, I heard you guys supporting the broadcast. Thanks for doing that. This kickoff's going to be short, caught at the 35-yard line by Valley. They'll scoot out of bounds after a 10-yard return by number 5, Andrew Lukes.
We're going to want to see another scoring drive from the Vikings here.
So 1st and 10, Valley, after the 10-yard return to the 45-yard line. Pistol formation here for Hardy. Again, 2 receivers split to the right, 1 here to the left with Vargas behind him. They'll bring a man in motion coming across and fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Tunnel screen set up. Vargas got it. Vargas gets the 1 block he needs, gets away from him. They come back, and he's only able to pick up 4 yards. And, man, Vargas, he had the block, but Westergaard was the one getting blocked for Butte County. He's able to fight his way out of it and wrap up Vargas for only 4 yards. Because Vargas, if he could get the edge there, he's gone.
Yeah, it was a great defensive play to shed the blocker there. And like you said, he just went right around the blocker and made the tackle. Possible touchdown there for Vargas. But, again, great defensive play.
10:40 clock rolling here in the fourth quarter, 46-20, Butte County on top. Shotgun here. Hardy gets the snap. Hardy will keep it himself on a draw. It's at the 50, up to the 45-yard line. It sneaks away from another, down to the 40. Still on his feet, down to the 39. And again, Josh Hardy just showing you he can do it all for the Valley Vikings.
He really can, and he has been showing it all game long. That last drive, he had that long touchdown pass. And right here, we're seeing his legs go to work. And like we mentioned earlier in the game, over 1,000 yards rushing and passing this season. Very versatile player.
And Butte County, I think, wants a timeout. They want to talk about this. Butte County giving up a lot of yards here on this last couple of plays to Valley, trying to fight through that. 46-20, 10-16 to go in this one from Holt Arena. Again, the winner of this game will play Logos. They will host the game, whoever wins this. If we don't know where it'll be. Could be at Holt, could be in Arco, could be in Hazleton. Based on what happens here, we just have to wait and find out what the scheduling gods decide, and we'll see where everybody ends up. It's always nice to be here at Holt Arena, especially in mid to late November when the weather is not the best. It could have been worse. Today could have been yesterday, and everybody would have been soaking wet. But everybody that's outside, I think, had a good broadcast tonight. We had 17 total games. We still have more tomorrow. We have a couple of 1A Division II games tomorrow on the dock. 1st and 10 here. Hardy in the shotgun under a lot of pressure, just goes forward, able to stay on his feet for a few yards. He turns nothing into something and gets 2 yards.
Wow. Josh Hardy, he is so fun to watch. You really thought there he was about to get sacked for 3 yards or more. I mean, the Butte County defenders just got around the edge perfectly to make a sack. But Josh Hardy, perfect pocket presence to know when they're coming. And he saw an opening in the offensive line and shot that gap and at least got something out of that play. Great athletic play by Josh Hardy.
A lot of pressure in the backfield on him, and he gets away from it, like you said. Clock rolling here, 9.5 minutes to go, 46-20, Butte County in control. Hardy in the shotgun, gets the snap. He hands it off on a sweep, and in the backfield, nowhere to go. Westergaard shoves Christensen out of bounds after a loss of about 5. Brody Westergaard is everywhere for this Butte County team. Just all over the place on defense, all over the place on offense. He's got a couple of touchdowns today. He's got a 65-yard run. He's got a 16-yard touchdown reception. He has been all over the place offensively and defensively.
Making a strong case for the Idaho player of the game.
Yeah, he is. And, you know, there's other players. I look at the sophomore Keaton Archibald, the new quarterback here for Butte County. He has played phenomenal. He's got a couple of touchdown runs as well. 2 receivers split here to the left, 1 up top for Valley. Hardy gets the snap. He throws right side. It's caught at the 32 and walloped immediately on the right side. And guess who? Brody Westergaard on the hit. Man, that's one where Christensen's like, I got to catch. Where am I? As soon as he catches it, he gets walloped down to the ground.
It's like waking up from a dream that feels so real, and all of a sudden you're on your back.
Did that just happen? Why do I have the ball here?
Wait.
4th and 4 here, 8:20 to go. Hardy waits the snap. Taking his time. They're trying to draw Butte County off sides. The formation is as usual. Pistol formation, 2 to the left, 1 up top to the right. Hardy resets and waits the snap. He gets it. He's going to roll to the left. He needs a few yards, and he's got it. He leans forward. He needed a 29. I think he got to the 28 and 2/3 line, just barely across the 29-yard line, and he's got the first down.
Again, Josh Hardy just making Josh Hardy plays. I mean, that play was designed to go to the outside. They were trying to run to the outside, and Josh Hardy just used those eyes to see that there wasn't any room out there, so he made an amazing cutback straight up the middle to get that yardage for the first down.
You don't need a touchdown. You just needed 5 yards, and he got him. 1st and 10 here for Valley. Man in motion coming from the far side. Hardy ignores it and keeps it himself up the middle. Hardy, he's wrapped up from behind. That has got to be a horse collar, and he's shoved to the ground afterwards. He was running, and somebody it must have just been the jersey, I guess, but they pulled right at the top of the neck of the jersey, pulled him backwards, but he still picked up 7 yards.
I agree with you, Logan. I was waiting for the flag.
I was, I kind of hesitated. I was like, oh, yeah, this is going 15 more, but I guess not. 2nd down and 3, 7 minutes to go. Hardy waits the snap in the shotgun. Again, he'll hand it off to Vargas. Vargas up the middle. A 1st down and more across the 15. Ball comes out, and Butte County has it. Was he down? No. They still have not officially motioned it. I don't think the officials saw it. Braxton Gammett fell on it for Butte County, and I believe he's got another fumble recovery today, or an interception, or maybe both.
Why not?
Officials still discussing, and it will be Butte County ball. So the Pirates take over with 6:51 to go at their own 16-yard line. This is by far the worst field position of the day for Butte County, but not like it really matters. They're in scoring position right now. They're at their own 15-yard line, and this is prime scoring position for Butte County.
I mean, we were talking about it earlier. 99 yards is their range.
Yeah, that's their range. No big deal. Archibald gets the call from the sideline, and he trots back out. Butte County looking like they're going to move on to the next round. The other semifinal game will be between Grace and Oakley. Those two teams met in the state championship game last year, so a rematch of the state title game in the semifinals. Archibald keeps it himself, rolling right, and picks up a few yards, maybe 2, down to the 18-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Beautiful execution on the option play there by Archibald. I think he could have easily pitched it or kept it. He decided to keep it that time, but he absolutely froze that D end. Number 21, Drake Jones. He kind of froze him there for a second, and I'm telling you, he could have done it. He could have pitched it off, but he decided to keep it and got a couple for himself.
So here's the second down play, 2nd and 8. Everybody in tight here with Archibald. Archibald hands it off, and Valley blows it up, but they fake it, and Archibald keeps it. He's down the right sideline across midfield. He's at the 40. He's going to be caught from behind. Everybody bought the handoff, including me. I thought, I was like about to say, man, Valley blows this up in the backfield, and no. What a play. Archibald, I've been impressed with this sophomore today in his first ever playoff game. He's tired. He's walking back saying, man, I can't keep doing this, guys. I can't keep going on these long runs.
Look at him.
I'm sick of it.
He's like, Coach, can we do a handoff here?
Yeah. I don't like this. 5:45 to go, 46-20. Butte County now inside Valley territory. Keaton Archibald, the sophomore, took over for Razor Duke a couple weeks ago at quarterback. They thought that Archibald was ready to assume the role of quarterback and knew that Razor could be an asset in other areas of the offense, and that has been extremely true today. The Pirates putting up 46 points so far. Here's a handoff on a sweep play to Westergaard. Westergaard wrapped up at the 30-yard line after a gain of 3 on the right side.
Great tackle by Nathan Christensen there. And I think he's the guy on the Vikings side who makes all the plays, other than, Josh Hardy, of course. But Christensen always seems to be getting his number called. And, he got blocked to the ground, but somehow still made that tackle. Reached out his arm, grabbed the leg, and brought him down on that play.
Defensively, my paper flew away here. For Valley.
The wind.
Yeah, Hardy does lead the team. Here's the play, left side, Westergaard with the run. Westergaard splits 2 defenders down inside the 20-yard line up the left side of the field to the 19 for a first down. But Hardy has 54 tackles to lead this Valley team. So Hardy leads the way on offense, and he leads the way on defense. 94 tackles. The next leading tackler is Juarez with 65 and Vargas with 60. He has 50% more tackles than the second place guy. And he's the quarterback, and he's rushed. He only threw for 1,400 yards this year and ran for 1,300. No big deal. That man has earned his offseason.
Wow.
This run goes right up the middle for 4 yards to the 15-yard line. 4:05 to go, 46-20 here from Holt Arena. Butte County in control. It's looking like they're going to be playing against Logos next week. That should be a fun one. We'll have the broadcast schedule out as soon as we know it, but I don't think we missed any semifinal games last year, and we don't intend to miss any this year either. There won't be a ton of games next week. We'll try to be everywhere, but be sure to just check the broadcast schedule next week to find out where we'll be, and you can listen or watch live right here. Under center is Archibald. This handoff goes right up the middle, and they're going to only get about 3 yards down to the 12-yard line. But this is in clock-eating mode right now, Jesse. Only 3:15 to go. It's just a matter of formality at this point.
I was just about to say that, Logan. I think it's to the point of the game where both teams know exactly how it's going to end, and they're both probably just going to run the clock out. Well, maybe if the Vikings get the ball back, they'll try to go down and score again. But I think at this point, the Pirates are ready to just run the ball out.
So they'll come back out again in this tight, bunched formation. Braxton Gamet is directly behind Archibald, and Westergaard to the right. Westergaard gets the handoff. He goes left side. He's stopped after a gain of 1. It's going to be 4th and 2 here with 2:40 to go. I'm sure that Butte County will run it and just try to pick up the first down, because if they can do so, they can all but run out the clock. I think they'll need to snap this ball before the 2-minute mark, or maybe right around that 2-minute mark, and if they get a first down, they'll be able to eat up the rest of the clock. Well, thanks for joining us here. It's been a fun day of quarterfinals here from Holt Arena. We had a great matchup to begin with Owyhee and Highland. The score was 28-10. It was a lot closer than that. In reality, that was a very fun game, a very slow-moving or fast-moving game, but slow play. Those teams ate every second of that play clock up. Here's the 4th down play. Archibald's going to keep it. He pitches it outside to Westergaard. Westergaard goes in for a touchdown. So Westergaard punches it in from 12 yards out for an exclamation point.
He limped into the end zone.
He did. He kind of came up hobbling, and he's down in the right corner of the end zone. And that is Butte County. It almost looks like somebody's lifting his leg over there. Maybe he's got a cramp. Hopefully that's just it.
Hopefully it's the cramp. You never know with the turf.
So Butte County punches it in here. They're still talking. Okay, he hops up. He looks okay. But here at the 147 mark of the fourth quarter, Westergaard punches it in from 12 yards. And the extra point, the 2-point conversion attempt coming here. Again, same bunch formation, 52-20. They're going to keep it on the ground. Nowhere to run up the middle that time. Braxton Parsons not able to do it. They call him Lenny. I'd love to know where that name came from because it's not anything like his name. 52-20 on the board, and Valley will get the ball back and run a couple of plays, and that'll be it here from Holt Arena.
Do you have any nicknames for yourself that just kind of don't make sense, or not really?
No. I don't. I feel like my name doesn't have like a. I've never had a nickname.
Yeah.
It's really funny. My wife, her name's Melissa, and I call her Mel, and nobody really before me called her Mel. But now when I talk to other people, my wife can tell. She's like, the people that I associate with and without you involved, they call me Melissa. Like her family all calls her Melissa. Her friends all call her Melissa. But then like my friends and my family, they will refer to her as Mel because that's what I always call her. And so it's always funny to hear. And I called her Melissa the other day. And she's like, don't you call me that. And I think I was talking, my mom was visiting, and I said, oh, Melissa's going to do this or something. And she's like, I heard that. Don't you ever say that about me.
Who's Melissa?
And she's like, who is that? But I don't really have one. Do you?
I don't either.
We're boring.
Yeah,
We're boring.
A little boring. Sorry.
This kickoff is going to drop and dies right at the 23-yard line, picked up there by Valley and wrapped up quickly. That was Amudio who picked it up, and I don't think he got anything. Maybe 3 yards. Yeah, down to the 27. So a short return, and Valley with 1:43 will try to get some more points on the board before their season ends.
Now that I'm remembering, there are a few people that will and have called me Jess before. I definitely don't prefer it. I don't like being called Jess.
Don't like it. All right.
But there are a few people who I've
All right, Jess, I'll remember that. Just kidding.
Well, thanks.
Now I'm going to do it. You have no choice, Jess.
Oh, yeah, the person is my grandma. You know, she can call me Jess. It's fine.
Grandmas can do whatever they want.
Exactly. They're allowed.
That's not my name. We'll let it go.
Another was one of my old bosses used to call me Jess, and she was just the sweetest lady. I couldn't say no.
You can't say no. 1st and 10 here for Valley from the 27. Hardy gets the snap. He'll roll right, looking for somebody to come across the formation. Finally does so and knocks out of the hands of the receiver, Roseboro, and it was almost intercepted behind the play. A couple of different Pirates could have picked it off.
Yeah, it's always scary when the ball bounces up like that off of the tip. You just never know what's going to happen. And luckily, if you're a Viking, you're glad that one fell to the turf.
What's that? Is an episode of Friends, I think, where Chandler, his boss has been calling him the wrong name for like 10 years, and he doesn't have the guts to tell him. That's where my mind was going. I was thinking, what shot? And I think it was Friends. Rest in peace, Matthew Perry. Here's a pitch out to the right side to Vargas. Vargas has got some room, but it evaporates quickly, and Braxton Gammon is all over it and wraps him up. Sorry, that's actually Tegan Babcock who brings him down. Tegan Babcock, just a freshman out there getting some playing time here at the state tournament.
And that pursuit time was wild. I thought Vargas had at least 10 yards.
And that's what I was saying. I was like, Vargas is off to the rail. Oh, nope. Babcock, a nice job there, just closing the gap. 1:05 on the clock. Hardy in the shotgun. 2 receivers here to the left side. Somebody moved. They're just going to ignore it. I like that. We don't need that right now.
No.
Keep that flag in the pocket. Here's the snap and a fake handoff. Hardy's going to keep it left side. He wants to throw. No, he'll keep it himself. Cuts inside. He's at the 40, up close to the 45-yard line. He'll go down at the 44. It'll be a first down for Valley. And little extracurriculars out there with some guys, but nothing too harmful. 39 seconds to go.
I love to see the vision of Josh Hardy. I mean, when I played football in high school, it's pretty restricting to wear those helmets. It's very hard to see, but his vision while he's carrying the ball is amazing.
Hardy keeps it himself. He rolls right, looking to throw it, and Vargas wide open at midfield. Vargas with the catch. He's upfield, across the 30, now across the 30, down to the 25-yard line, and a first down. 12 seconds on the clock. Valley rushing down the field. They do have all 3 timeouts. I don't think they're going to use one. I think they're just going to rush to the line and try and see what happens here.
And Butte County wanted a flag on that play for a block in the back.
And I think that they had a point there.
Yeah.
2 receivers here to the near side. 6 seconds to go. Hardy with the snap. This will be the final play. Hardy drifting right. Nothing there. He'll come back inside. Throws it downfield to Vargas. Vargas at the 20. Vargas to the 10 and knocked down right there. A big hit to end this game and the season for Vargas. And he is down. He took probably the biggest hit of the year right there. And that's a big hit for Vargas that he'll remember for the offseason. Valley season comes to an end, 52-20 as this one ends. We're going to take a quick break and be right back with the IdahoSports.com player of the game right after this.
As Idahoans, we're not afraid to take risks.
All the way, all the way. Go. All the way down, all the way down.
Driving under the influence is not a risk we're willing to take. Be around to do more of what you love.
We do things differently in Idaho. Sometimes we go east to find west, where muddy trails meet huckleberry smiles. Stars shine electric, and the wind smells like destiny. Sure, our traffic jams are strange, and not all our steaks are ribeyes. But wherever we go, our eyes never leave the road. Belts strapped and dreams packed, no distractions, no phones, focused. From here to there, it's who we are.
Welcome back. All that's left to do is to name our IdahoSports.com player of the game, which is brought to you today by the Idaho Office of Highway Safety, reminding you to always keep your head in the game, whether you're on the field or on the road, be in the moment and free from distractions. Well, Jesse and I had a nice conversation here about the player of the game. There's really 2 players that could have gone to. Brody Westergaard was very deserving, but we're going to go with the man who got it done. 4 touchdowns on the ground, 1 through the air for the sophomore Keaton Archibald in his very first playoff game as a sophomore at quarterback.
Yeah, and it just felt like we had to give it to him. Being a sophomore quarterback here, leading your football team to a victory here. I mean, like you said, he had 4 touchdowns. 1 of those was a passing touchdown. I mean, he just led this offense to perfection, and it is just it's something else, especially being a sophomore.
Archibald had a touchdown run of 2 yards, 54 yards, 35 yards, and 6 yards, and then he threw a 16-yard touchdown pass to Westergaard. all of the touchdowns scored by Butte County were by Westergaard or Archibald, except for the 65-yard touchdown return by Boston Anderson. So, man, what a game here for Butte County. They move on to the next round to play Logos. We will know the date and time. As soon as we know it, we'll have it up on the site, and hopefully we'll be there to bring it to you wherever you may be next week. We hope you'll join us for that one. Well, this has been an IdahoSports.com GameStreams production of the 2023 Idaho High School Football Playoffs presented by the Idaho Transportation Department and Ideal, Idaho's college savings program. Additional coverage on IdahoSports.com is presented by Project Filter, the Idaho Department of Health and Welfare, Valley-Wide Cooperative, Next Steps Idaho, Your Health Idaho, and your local Toyota dealers. Special thanks to everyone here at Holt Arena for getting us set up in the booth up here and treating us well, and everything that goes into helping these two games that were played here today possible. Again, congratulations to our player of the game, number 3, the sophomore, Keaton Archibald, for Butte County. Thanks again for joining us as the Pirates knock off the Vikings 52-0. For my broadcast partner, Jesse Richens, and everybody else behind the scenes here at IdahoSports.com, I'm Logan Green. We'll see you next week.
Did you know Idaho high school seniors graduating next spring are eligible for up to $8,000 in grant money for career training and education through Idaho Launch? Funds can be used to cover the cost of apprenticeships, job training, community college, and university programs that lead to in-demand careers. Students choose their own path, and Idaho Launch helps pay for it. Funds are limited. Apply today at nextsteps.idaho.gov/launch. Idaho Launch. Support in every direction.
This is not what I asked for.
Once again, we have contributed to your ideal college savings program. Love, Grandma and Grandpa.
Give the gift of college savings this holiday season with Ideal, Idaho's 529 college savings program. Eventually, they'll appreciate it.
I love it. Thank you.
College costs money.
This has been a presentation of IdahoSports.com GameStreams. This broadcast